Hi guys, how are you this pandemic time? I hope that everybody is in safe situation right now. So guys, I want to continue my Revit tutorial for you, and then this time I will do some family creation. So I need to start from the very basic, and then we will move forward to advanced family creation. But before that, before we create our family, make sure that you need to understand what are the templates that we need to use for our family. For example, if you want to create a baluster, you need to use the baluster template. If you want to create column, you need to select the column template and so on. But this time, we will do some uh, dining table, just a basic dining table. So I need to use a furniture template. As you can see here, there's a default reference plane, a vertical and horizontal. This represents the center of your family or your table. And then this also will drive the parameters, how you do want to distribute the parameters. Okay, so first, I will create the tabletop. So I will add reference plane for my length of my table. No matter what are the distances that you sketch, that's not a big issue. And then same thing here. So once I created my additional reference plane, it represents my length and maybe the depth of my table here. So I want to add the dimensions. So I will click this equal value so that the length of my table will be distributed equally from the center of my tables. Okay, so same thing here on the depth. I will choose select equal value, and then I will add another dimension for the total length or depth. So since I have this, I can put some parameters. Say this is my length. This is fine. We use type parameters at this time. So I will click this one and I will create a parameters, call it the depth of my table. Okay, so I am now on the plan, reference level. So I want to go to my font elevation, say, and then as you notice, this is a reference level already indicated here. This is where your table leg will start going up. So right now I will add again reference planes for my height, and then reference plane here for the thickness of my tabletop. So same thing, I will add again dimensions, and then dimensions here. Say I want to put a parameter here again, and I will call it tabletop thickness. And then I will make this one as my height. Okay, so now we can start to model our tabletop. So I will still on the font elevation. So what I will do is I will click create and say extrude. So once you select that extrusion, you need to select where do you start your extrusion from. So if I will click this, then select a plane, I will click this bottom reference plane, and then the Revit will ask what do you need to use. So I just use the reference level, we click open, and I can start sketching my tabletop. So once you sketch, make sure you need to lock this padlock, because if not, if you change the parameters, your tabletop will not follow if you did not lock it on your reference plane. Okay, so I will go back again to my front elevation. You can see the extrusion starts from here. If I will click finish, you can see that is your tabletop model already. So you have two options here how you attach that on this top reference plane. It's either you can drag it and lock, or if I will click this, you can see that the extrusion end. I will click this small tab here. I can use also to select this tabletop fit. Okay, so if you go to 3D view, this is your tabletop. So let's try to flex. What I mean to flex is to adjust the parameters. Okay, so this is the parameters that we created. If I will adjust the depth to 1,200, make sure guys you need to flex your family before you continue the next step. So the length, say 2.5, and say the thickness is 50. So it's functioning now. Okay, so say I want to put some radius at the edge, at this forehead. We can do that one as well. So if I will go back to my reference level, I will click this and edit extrusion, and then you can use this one, fillet arc, and click this one and this one, and say you see this temporary dimension, just click that one so that the dimension will be activated. So I will click this and I will put a parameter, say corner radius, and just put R. Okay, the same thing here. We'll choose fillet arc, activate the dimension, fillet arc, activate that dimension, fillet arc, activate the dimension, and then you can select that one by pressing your Control key. So once you select these three dimensions, you can select the corner radius. Okay, so just click finish, and if you go to 3D view, we have that radius at the edge. So if I want to adjust my radius, I just go to my family type and adjust the radius, say 80. It's working now. Okay, so we have that tabletop. Okay, so we can also adjust the height. Let's say on a 3D view, if we can visualize the height. So if I want to adjust the height, I will make it a little bit bigger so that you can see the movement there. Okay, so put it to 800. Oh, sorry, 800. Okay, now what do we do at this time is we need to save this. So I want to save that on my here. Say we will call that table Okay, so now I need to close this one because I want to create the table leg. So I need to create another family. This time I will use a generic template. So just use method generic model. Same thing, as you can see, you have the reference planes, horizontal and vertical. So first, I want to set the height of my table leg. So I will go to font, elevation, or font view, and then I will add another reference plane here for my height. So I will put dimension, and then I will put parameters here. This time, guys, make sure, because we need to nest this table leg to the family of tabletop. So we need to create a parameters which is instance, because instance, once you link or once you insert this family on the tabletop, the Revit will still read the height of this table leg. Okay, so say leg height. Okay, so I will go back to my plan, which is a reference level. Say I want a table leg which is circular. Oh, sorry, I will go back again to my prompt. So I will create an extrusion again. I will select the reference level as my starting point of my extrusion. And then I will go to my top view. Then I can sketch my circular shape of column. Okay, so say I want to create a radius, a parameter of radius here. So I just activate this one. Then I will click this and create a parameter. Same thing, this should be instance. Then I will call this one as leg radius. Okay, click OK. So I will go back to the front. You see that starting point starts from the reference level. If I will click finish, you can see that model here. So same thing, it's either you can stretch or you can put the value of this small tab, extrusion end. So I will click that and select leg height. Okay, so I will save this again. I will call this link leg. Okay, so what I will do now is I will load that into the project, which is what you call the tabletop. So I can put maybe somewhere here. Let's put it there. So if I will go back to my font elevation, you can see that the leg is higher than the tabletop. So we need to understand how we can adjust this. Okay, so if I will click this one, guys, I can see the dimension here, which I created on the table leg family. Okay, so we need to put value here. So what will be the value of my table height? So the table height, after the table leg, the table leg value of leg height is supposed to be what? Is the height minus table top. Okay, so I will create another family here and say just we make this one as a type. That's fine. So say this will be the leg height. You see the value now is 0. We put a simple mathematical formula here. So the value of my leg height is height minus tabletop. So I will click the tabletop thick, tabletop thick. I will copy this one, Control C. So I'll say height minus Control V, paste it, enter. So the leg height of our table now is 7.5. If I will click OK, and then if we will click this table height, if I will select leg height, the leg has been adjusted at the bottom of my tabletop. So now the leg height will be driven by the tabletop height. So if I will click it will flex the height of my table. So I want to make that 1 meter. Your leg will also follow. Okay, so put that one back to say 750. Then if I will go back to my plan, you need to put another parameters here. So what I will do is I will add again another reference plane for my leg offset. Then I will put dimension. Then put parameters here. Same just choose type. Say leg offset. So you select this by pressing your Ctrl key, and then select leg offset. Right, the constraints. Remove constraints. Oh, sorry. I put it in the wrong way. Delete this. Delete this. So supposed to be here and here. Select that and choose leg offset. Okay. So since we have that reference plane for our leg, all you have to do is you align this. Click that one. Select the center of that, the invisible line. Click it and then lock it. Same on the horizontal. Click it and lock it. So you need to lock so that once you adjust the size of your tabletop, the leg will follow. So you can copy this, select, pressing Ctrl Alt, put it there. Then align. Same thing here. So you need to align all of the 4 legs and make sure, don't forget to lock. So if I will go to my 3D view, I have that table. So let's try to flex. So if I will change the depth, I will change the length. And I will change the height. Make it a little bit higher. What we can see. So this is now your table family. This one is ready to use for your project. You can add more details here, depends on what the needs of your table. You can put additional bracing at the bottom here. all around, or even you can make this one part, the part of this one will be glass. You can make that one as well. Okay, so we will do that one on the next topic. We still use this table. We try to make it a little bit advanced. We need to change the shape of this leg, and then we need also to change the tabletop with part glass. Okay, so make sure guys that you need to follow these videos, because we need just already started the basic and then we will go forward to advanced. Okay, make sure to subscribe, and maybe you can share this tutorial to your friends, and that's it. Thank you for your viewing of this tutorial.